right. We live now, Tim. Just let people come in because I didn't tell nobody I was doing it.
That's cool. That's cool.
I want it to rain on me.
Cherokee. What's going on?
Dylan, what's going on, Rebel? You doing all right?
I'm doing good. You ready to talk?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta get the people on game.
All right. The reason why we doing the video today is because you see a lot of so-called conscious people out here, and they then formed a group, and this group consists of the main ones you see out here talking. We don't want to say no names, but it consists of them, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to redirect the people in a different direction, and they want you to just sit there and don't do nothing. And that's the worst mistake you can make in your life, to just sit there and not do nothing, because they're working together. It's like they'll do a rap song, or they'll do a video, or they'll write a book, and they'll just put specific people in there that they want you to listen to. And the reason why they do this is because the real ones that's out here talking, we haven't sold out yet. They want, see, once you sell out, and I tell people this all the time, once you sell out and you become a Moore, because I think that's a club too. You become a Mason, you become an Eastern Star. They all work together, and they want to put you in a specific group, but all the groups mean the same. It's to keep you dumbfounded and you not live in your truth. And I've been telling you all from day one since I came out, don't follow nobody. You may listen to what rebels say. You may listen to what Cherokee say, but don't follow nobody. Go within. Because your solar plexus, when you got a funny feeling, when you walk up on somebody and you got a funny feeling in your stomach about this person, don't second guess that, because your solar plexus is what protects you from people that don't belong around you. So what's going on is that they don't want y'all to listen to certain people. So they got this group, and all of them talking the same foolishness. Oh, y'all sit there and you're going to get a letter through the mail. And when you get the letter, you go on ahead and you take it to the government, and they're going to pay you. Stop listening to the foolish stuff. It don't even sound right. And then when you take it to the government, they're going to give you money. Or to open up your chakras, get some stones. I got these stones all over my house. I got these stones that they talk about all over my house. But at the end of the day, these stones can't save me. It's what comes within. The stones is just a reminder, but they can't save me. So stop letting these people try to fool you and make you feel as though you just sit there and everything just gonna come to you. They did that to us when we was in church. They told us everything was gonna come to us. Just sit there, live your life any type of way. The pastor was sleeping with everybody in the church. Now these pastors have came outside the church because ain't nobody in them churches no more. And they have came outside the churches, they doing the same damn thing. Yeah, so you come to this class, pay $125, and we'll put you on game on how to authenticate a birth certificate, and it only costs $5 to authenticate a birth certificate. They come up with foolish stuff because they want y'all to be foolish. We indigenous to this land. This is our land. You don't have to, all you got to do at this point is go within. And I got Cherokee here with me today because Cherokee, he's a seer. And they told us never to look at our dreams. Our dreams didn't mean anything, but that's how the spiritual realm communicates with you through your dreams. So I'm a let him talk, and I want him, after when he finished talking, I want him to slowly describe this dream, because remember, about 2 weeks ago, I told y'all that they was going to bomb. They was going to bomb us, and that's what they've been doing it for the longest, but nobody wants to speak on it. In May 13th of 1985, right there in Philadelphia, when y'all say that it's all about color, the mayor was, I think his name was Wilson Good or something like that. Wilson Good or something like that. Or it was something like that. I know his first name was Wilson. It was some melanated people like himself, so-called like himself, was living in their own community on the street and in a house. They bombed the whole damn block. But the mayor, that Wilson Good, I think his name is Good or something like that. He the one who told the Philadelphia Police Department, which was also the police chief, was a black man. And they said anybody, after when they bombed it, they said anybody that's left that come out of that house to open fire on them and kill them. And only 2 people survived. That was done by 2 black men. The police chief was black and the mayor was black. So when y'all sit up and y'all want to talk about this color thing, you can never discuss it with me. The black nobility. The Rothschilds is not, you think they're white people. No, that's the whitewashed version of them. But they're melanated people. The black nobility that I taught 3 years ago. Those are melanated people, the hidden hand. That's who they take their orders from. That's why they got to have black and white people constantly fighting with each other. But if you look and you look closely, call and try to reach the higher ups. And you know what you're going to get? You're going to get a Chinese man. You're going to get a Hindu. You're going to get a Japanese, but you ain't going to never get no white person. When you pay these tolls out here and these meters, that's owned by them people in them Arabs. Foreigners then took over this country, whether you want to say they did or they, and it's not about being prejudiced, but I'm going to speak the truth also, because I'm not prejudiced at all. But they got you directly looking at white folks, and white folks sitting up here start out on the street homeless just like you are. What's up, Tim?
What's going on? And I'm gonna piggyback off of that because and a lot of people knows that I used to work in the jails and prisons. And to go back to what you said, only ones I seen was black, white, and Latinos and Puerto Ricans, because people fail to realize the corporation bought Puerto Rico in 1920. You don't see all the foreigners in there. I haven't.
Yeah.
But
they come over here and they own laundromats. They own gas stations. They own all of these things in our community, but yet they don't live in the community. They rape the community, but yet they don't live in it. Back in the 70s, Tim, it wasn't all these foreigners. They all of a sudden just popped up. And we got to understand, if Europe, where they claim that all these so-called white people came from and was raping us and all this stuff, in Europe, if they was dying of the bubonic plague at the time of slavery and they went extinct, how was we fighting with them? And I keep asking people this all the time. How was we fighting with them? And they were dying off. The Moors had to come and save them. They've been dropping bombs on us. They just dropped bombs May of 1985. And nobody said, black people didn't say a word. We only talk when it's dealing with white folks. But if it's dealing with our own kind, we take no accountability. We let them do what they want to do. It's two type of melanated people. Like it's 2 type of white folks. Go ahead, Tim. Take it over.
All right. So I'm going to add a scripture. This is not nothing dealing with religion. This is allegory because it's about your calling. This isn't meant for everybody. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to add the laws to this because I can break the law down to a T from this realm and the spiritual realm of what's fixing to happen. So right here, it's called Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 through 15. It said, enter by a narrow gate, for wide is the way, the broad that leads to destruction, and there are many who will go in it. Because narrow is the gate, and that's a difficult way that leads to everlasting life, and a few will find it. Beware of false prophets who come in sheep's clothing, but are wolves. Okay. And I'm going to break that down towards the end. All right. So there's 3 types of laws that many people don't talk about. You got maritime law, which is the corporation. You got common law, which is laws of the land. And then you got the universal law, which is the spiritual realm, the law that's over everything. So if these people are not breaking this down, because if you stuck in their jurisdiction and they own your estates, they got the full right of killing you according to law. And we was born with free will. And people fail to realize, understand that you can choose through free will to be a slave in the spiritual realm, in this realm, and you can choose to be free. It's your journey. It's whatever you want to do. But if you don't have your stuff done according to law, they have the right of killing you, because already through that birth certificate, that's a contract that you already dead. So these people already said if they dead on paper, guess what? We can get rid of them because we own them. We own them, period, according to the universal law and according to the laws here in this matrix. This is what people don't understand and understand. That's how serious this is. So you got to, people was on American Indians for 6 years. That's just a status. Look it up yourself. According to law, in the spiritual realm, in this realm, American Indians, it doesn't matter. It's just a status according to law of what rights you will have. That's all it is. So you got to claim yourself. And then after you get out of maritime admiralty law and claim that you are alive according to law, then you got to go within and find your true higher self. And you got to be pure. That Bible verse, when so-called Jesus, this is allegory, said, let your things go and follow me. What it means is, on your personal journey, you got to let things go. And sometimes you can love a person. Like, for example, if you with a man or a woman, you really love them, and the universe said you got to finish your calling in order for change to be made, you got to do it, because your calling is just as important as rebels, just as important as mine, but it's up to you to do it. So throughout this year, it's been a wonderful year with me, because I post a few things, but the universe has always been in communication with me, because the best teachers will make the best students, and forever we will always be the students of the universe. So what's going on is the universe has told me from years. My first vision that I had, I'm from Alabama, so I was in Alabama, and it was a normal day, and some people from foreign countries was dropping bombs in my hometown in major cities in Alabama, and they was imprisoning everybody. And then the ones that they caught running away, they had gathered them up, and some of them they took in as prisoners, and then some of them they executed. They shot them right there, execution style. I had a vision on that, and people was running, and things like that. And I know the flag was red, black, and I think green. It was red, black, and green. It sure was. I have no idea who they are, but they are preparing for this. They sure are, because in Georgia, not too long ago, they had the GBI, the FBI, on the police departments, fire departments training without people even knowing. So they're getting ready for it now. And then the funny part was, well, it ain't funny, but the crazy part is 2 weeks later, Atlanta, Georgia. If you here in Atlanta, Georgia, or you plan to move to Atlanta, Georgia, my advice to you, you can do what you want to do, but this isn't a good place to move to. You better not. No, 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 no. Because it was the same thing happened here. People was running and there was nowhere for them to go. And I can tell you how when you move somewhere, you got to look at the landmass on everything. Like, for example, Atlanta and many major cities is a big giant circle. It's a big giant circle. All right, 285, for example, if you're from Atlanta, 285 is a big circle. The city is inside the circles, and each side of 285 has spaghetti junctions. So what they are going to do, they're going to drop bombs in downtown in these major areas, because you got to understand, if they own your estate, they kill you, they get paid off of you. One person approximately is over $1 billion. That is your worth. Now, if your organs alone is over $1 million, imagine your whole body, and they own you. They are afraid. Even people are standing up to these policy officers, because that's what police officers are. If it's a corporation, they have policy and procedures. That's what they are doing. They're enforcing the policy and procedures of the corporation. So they are in it too, because they know secret cults too. So they're getting a part of the money. So they're gonna destroy the spaghetti junction, keep you entrapped there, enforce martial law, and anybody that try to move, they're gonna destroy you. That's the vision I had, and it's very important. Wherever you move, if you're in these major cities, I advise y'all to get away from there. And I had a vision on this many times. It will confirmed it. My sister, my biological sister, I don't want to say her name out of her privacy. she had the same vision too. In my hometown and in other cities, they had buses coming in the cities trying to get everybody to get escorted out the cities. And if they didn't get on them buses, they was gonna be killed right then and there. And they was having on planes. All right, so we already see the stuff in the sky, but they're gonna have nothing but poisonous gas to make sure people are getting poisoned. They're gonna have that everywhere in these cities throughout the whole country because these people are not who you think they are. So they was getting some people was voluntary staying behind. So for these people that's materialistic, saying, look what I wear, a lot of people that had that mindset, they said, I'm not leaving my stuff. And they stayed behind. And what happened was the funny part was she didn't know where I was at. But she told me that she was picking somebody up from another state and coming to find me to a safe area. So y'all got to find somewhere safe because it's going down. Soon and very soon, these major cities is not going to be here anymore. Atlanta, Georgia is not going to be here anymore. The universe already showed me and it's confirmed. To people I ain't even tell it to. And they told me. And then another advice, if you have some elderly people that has recently passed away, the universe is protecting them because when stuff hit the fan, they already know they won't be able to get away from that. They won't be able to. So the universe had to take them in order for them to be safe. But that's the visions I had when it comes to that. That's part 1 and 2 of that. And then I woke up.
Okay. So now, recently you had another dream about people coming from up on underground. Now, remember when I said about the bombing, go from the beginning and start and then in both of the dreams. Tell the one dream and then tell the last dream you had a couple of days ago.
Okay, so I'm gonna start over. So I was in Alabama and they was dropping bombs in Alabama, Montgomery, Dothan, Birmingham, these major cities. And these people that was foreign had came and was wrapping people up to be prisoners. And if they wasn't being prisoners, they was pulling out their weapons and shooting them execution style. Children, and they didn't care. They had no remorse to anybody. I seen black, white, it didn't matter. They didn't care about the skin color. They didn't matter. They just saw you and they just wanted you as slaves or just dead, period. So that everybody was running, panicking. And then I had a vision of Atlanta, Georgia, and it was the same thing. It was the same thing. It was everywhere. Everywhere in these major cities, it was everywhere. And they were just killing because these people are not who you think they are. Because I remember, I'm gonna get off the subject a little bit. Donald Trump said this in 2020, and they got rid of that interview. Trump said that they have no authority. Vladimir Putin of Russia said the same thing. They have no authority. So the one that interviewed Trump, she said, okay, if y'all don't have any authority over everybody, she said, well, who does? And he said, people won't understand what I'm saying right now. The people in the shadows is running everything that you never seen before. And he said he's seen a plane full of thugs in black suits. And that was the last thing Trump said. And people got to remember, Biden was in office before Trump. So when you break down what do thug mean, it means demons. And demons, it means different creatures that we never seen before. And people go around saying, all right, human means monsters, but monsters in whose eyes? Nobody answered. I asked this question for 6 years and I haven't heard an answer. Monster in whose eyes? So it leads to this. All right, you see movies. They create creatures in these movies, not just for the fun of it. A lot of these creatures they create is real. Bowser from the most popular video game Mario, that's a reptilian. They create things like this for a reason. They telling you, but it's up to you to pick up what they're saying. So what happened was 2 weeks ago, I had a vision. Everything was destroyed. And the people that survived try to rebuild civilization. Everybody was working together and it was a regular day. And then I heard a big giant explosion. Boom. And then soon as I seen it, there was some creatures. They came from underground. It was thousands of them coming out of nowhere. They wasn't reptilians. I don't know who they are. They look horrible. And do you have the picture of it?
Yeah, I do. I hope
All
they.
right, there you go. They look just like that. The exact skin tone and everything. They look just like that. 9 feet tall, and they was eating men and women alive. Look exactly like that.
Yeah.
They look just like that. So what happened was they was eating people. They was running, eating people from the stomach alive. While the people were screaming and yelling, they was eating them. So the commander came up and said, "We need slaves. Stop eating these people. We need slaves." So this one creature, it was a huge room we was in. It was 8 of us, not including me. It was 8 other people. I was just sitting there watching. So this one creature ran from one side to the other and said, "I'm hungry," and ran from one side to the other in half a second and ate that person alive. And what it is, they do that because it builds the adrenaline through the blood, and they eating the blood and the organs that gives them more energy to keep them strong. They was eating them like crazy, and just they had sharp claws and everything. So when people doing these videos with these guns, marching around like the military, looking like Power Rangers, it's not going to work. It is not going to work because these people are so freaking fast. If y'all are gonna picture this, the superhero Flash, y'all see how fast they were? These creatures was faster than them. I never seen creatures move so freaking fast in my life, and I was shook up. I thought that dream of when I went to Tartarus was frightening. This is 10 times worse. So basically, so what happened was the commander said, got that creature and said, "We need slaves." And what he did was he snatched that creature's heart out while he was still alive. He just went boom, boom, and had the heart in his hand and stomped it to the ground. And that creature died and just laid there with the other people that was eaten alive. So what happened? The commander looks like the other one. Show it, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Look just like this person. They don't create things in movies for no reason. They don't create things in movies for no reason. Look just like what she's fixing to show you. Over 9 feet tall, very huge and very powerful, strong creatures. Look just like him. I never watched that movie right there, but looks just like him. Same color, face, and everything. And looked at me and told me that don't worry. If you see your family, just tell them you love them. You can talk to them. Everything's gonna be all right. Just you can communicate with them. You good. But turn back to the slaves and said, okay, there was on yeah, sort of like Spawn, but not it wasn't Spawn, but it kind of reminded you of it a little bit. But anyways, there was after them creatures, it was only 4 people left in the room. So the commander, what she just showed you, told them that only 3 people is going to have a room, and the leader is going to make a decision, and whoever doesn't be picked, you're going to die right immediately. Y'all are our slaves. And the energy I felt from these people, they didn't care. They don't care about the race. They don't care about your status as American Indian. They do not care. You can be the biggest slave. You can kiss their behinds, rub their feet. If they decide they want to eat you or kill you, they're gonna do it. They don't look at us as they look at us as food. They don't care. They have no, they are pure evil. So I woke up and I went to use the bathroom. It was approximately 2 in the morning. And I'm like, please don't take me back to there. Do not take me back there. I was telling the universe, do not take me there. So I used the bathroom and I went back to sleep. I woke up, I was in a big giant bunker full of people of all race and color. I didn't see any children. And I said, dang, they brought me right back here. That's the first thing I saw. I said. So what happened is they made an announcement because if these people wasn't working as slaves, they was all together in this bunker and they were just gathering around talking. And they said, okay, they got clones. They do cloning. That is real. So these creatures said, okay, since we're gonna play a game with y'all. Y'all gonna pick 5 players from the NBA from the past and present, and y'all gonna play against each other. And whoever team loses, you're gonna die. That's what these creatures said. So everybody in that area, it was like a warehouse bunker where they was living at. They was panicking and they was trying to choose a team. So there was a back door to the bunker, and Rebel came through, and you had a white shirt on and some blue jeans. You said, "Come on, let's go, Tim. We got to go right now. We got to go. We got to go." So I ran and I followed you because since day one, when me and you start talking, I always say, "Hey, handle your business. I'm gonna be right behind you." I always said that to you,
Mm-hmm.
and I followed you, and you led us to the woods, and there was this big giant swamp. It was full of crocodiles, African crocodiles, and full of anaconda and python snakes in the swamp. It's like one of the swamps that you see in Louisiana got green. It was dirty. So you said we need to cross here because many people don't know about this area. They don't know about here, and them creatures are not allowed to cross here. I'm gonna repeat it. Rebel said, not many people know about this place, and creatures are not allowed to cross this swamp. And once we cross here, we're going to restart civilization. So, Rebel, you cross first. Now we can see the crocodiles, how they had their heads up below the water. I mean above the water, but their bodies was hidden. So they can see who's crossing. But you went below that, so they couldn't see you. You crossed with ease, and then you made to the other side. So I was on the opposite side. I was on the right side of the swamp. I saw the one crocodile, but he didn't see me. So I crossed over. So when he saw me, it was too late. So when he tried to come, I caught both of his jaws in his bottom mouth and I broke his jaw. And then I crossed over and made it. And then I woke up. And that had me shook. So when I was at work the next day and I was just doing my thing, the universe told me that meaning was the old earth and the new earth is splitting apart, and the few people that's going to make it to the new earth is going to be just fine. They're going to be happy and they're going to restart civilization. But the people that's going to be trapped here in the old earth, they're going to go through everlasting torments, and it's going to lead to everlasting death. That's what the book of Matthew I read to you that was about. The narrow path is hard to find, but that narrow path is within yourself in order to find that hidden path that Rebel showed me and we crossed. That's what it meant. So the crazy part was yesterday I had a vision. I met one of my friends I was friends with a long time ago. I used to work with at a skating rink. His name was Bolo Henderson. And he had a sister named Kiki. And I said, it's been a long time. I ain't seen you in a minute. And he was painting. I said, let me get a roll. I'm going to help you paint. And we were just talking. And then he said this one thing. He said, let me tell you something. Don't creatures is coming soon and very soon. Don't creatures that you saw, they are coming. They're on their way soon and very soon. And the last thing I said in my vision, I said, how the heck did he know what I seen? And then I woke up and that confirmed everything.
It was
And I
confirmation.
remember my older sister told me that I wasn't the only one that seen this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was it.
I had a similar dream like that, but that was like I was in my 30s when I had that dream. I had a similar dream, like everybody, it was a day where everybody was just chilling. And whatever it was, this creature, it came out the water though. It came, everybody was I was just on the sand. It didn't mess with me, but I was on the sand. And it was a beautiful day. The sun was out, it was beautiful. And all of a sudden, it came, whatever it was, looked like a dragon. I don't know what the hell that was, but it came out the water. And it was huge. And it just started killing everybody in sight. So I had that dream many, many years ago. So I knew that it was something that was supposed to happen. I just didn't understand. And I didn't know it was this close. Because, this is what they do to a lot of people. They'll tell you, oh, yeah, that's going to happen, but it ain't going to happen right now. We don't have that many years left because things are happening fast now. And see, they're trying to really cover up what's really happening. Even when you talk, even when the COVID happened and people was dying. A lot of people would say, oh, it was fake, it was fake. No, that was for low vibrational people. And it was killing them. Now they got this so-called disease out, and they claiming that I think it's called Nephilim or something like that. I have to look it up, but all of us, they're saying that the disease just gonna kill you. It's no cure for it. No, that's the universe. That's for low vibrational people that's just dying, because their energy, their organs cannot take what's going on, and they're dying. Because if you look at black melanated people, and I say black because I understand it means void. I'm not crazy. I understand that. But I say it because I know then you understand. I'm talking specifically about you. Black people ain't never died at the rate they dying now. Black, you ain't never seen a mother lose every last one of her children. In 1 year, they'll lose all of their children. And this is what's going on now, but we're not talking about it because we want everybody to think everything is okay with us, and it's not. We're dying more than white people is dying. And then y'all want to say, oh, you know, white people, the sun is going to kill. Okay, when have it ever happened? Have the sun ever killed any of them yet? And y'all still waiting on that. And a lot of y'all believe that this right here is nothing but an organ. It's your largest organ. It just got melanin in it. If you all think that this is going to save you all, you're crazy. Just like them guns, they give you a false sense of security. Them guns is not going to save you. Why would they give you, okay, this government and everybody that's in that establishment, they're against you, but they're going to give you something that's going to help you. Help you when these people come from, I've been knew it was people living underground. So you think that them guns is going to save you. They wouldn't have gave them to you if you could use them against them. Why would they give them to you? They're not afraid of your guns. These people, for you to live underground, what lives underground? What lives under a rock here? Nothing but creatures. So if they living underground, you should know that it's going to be nothing but creatures. They've been kidnapping our children. They've been stealing our children. And you never see, you don't even see the bones. You don't even find the teeth. You don't find nothing. Your child just been there vanished. Now, when they come up, what he said, the reason why I brought him on, first of all, we besties. But the reason why I brought him on, because I've been knew it was people that lived underground, and I know they're not like us. We have been invaded. And then people want to, when they talk about the chakras, when I talk about it, people want to denounce it because you don't want to get your life together. You want to actually believe that them guns and you stocking up food is gonna save you. Look outside. We got green pasture everywhere. So we can make food. You got squirrels. You got all kind of animals all over that we can eat. We can, we got this. We're not short of it at all. But they telling you to stock up on all of this stuff. And this is what's going to save you. No, it's your chakras and you aligning your chakras is what's really going to save you. What's really going to save you is you getting your life together. And I don't even know if you got time at this point. But the people that is really working hard to understand your chakras, because all you have to go with, the only thing everybody always say, okay, so what's the solution? The solution is you opening up your chakras. The solution is you, the crazy shit you doing behind closed doors, stop it. That's the solution. Stop sitting up there. You took a vow with a woman and you took a vow with a man, but yet you got a side piece. If that significant other don't know about it, then why are you doing it? Stop stealing from your mother. Stop taking a Social Security check, but you're not taking care of her. Stop throwing your parents in nursing homes, not going back to visit them. Stop being pedophiles. Since y'all want to get Pacific. Because when we get Pacific, you don't want to hear that. Because you do know in the melanated community, 1 out of 5 melanated young girls before they're 14 have already been touched and molested, right? See, y'all don't want to talk about that. I'm talking about melanated people. You got to heal yourself. And a lot of people, this is why people tried, before I did the video where I broke down the chakras, people making foolish ass videos talking about, oh, well, just eat some strawberries and then your chakras gonna open up. Oh, sleep with a woman and have a woman and y'all be together and your chakras gonna open up. Stop playing with yourself. Love, okay, we understand the Bible is allegory, but what do the Bible say? Love your neighbor like you love yourself. These are people that don't, if you can hurt somebody, and this person ain't even messing with you, but you can hurt them, that's what I'm talking about. That's the solution. Getting yourself together. Stop telling your wife you going to the store, but you going to your sneaky link, gonna lay down with her, and then bring that foul demon back to your wife. And then you wonder why your wife's body didn't broke down, and she didn't got lupus. She got all kind of STDs. You wonder why she got all of this. Because you brought that back from whoever you was dealing with. See, this is how y'all don't want to talk. And then if I say something, you angry at me. I'm the messenger. And now a lot of these pastors then came out the church and trying to act conscious. Nobody is going to send you no letter telling you to go get any money. See, they thinking that this is what these so-called conscious people telling you all. Okay, this what's going to happen. In a co, we going to sit back. We ain't going to do nothing. And what's going to happen is y'all going to get it. Y'all going to be home and they going to send a letter through the mail. When you get the letter, take that to the government and go pick up your money. No, you going to get bombed first, nigga. You going to get bombed and your family going to die and you probably going to die too. That's how it's going to really go down. Okay? You correct. The 7 churches are the 7 chakras. You definitely is correct. They want y'all to stay there. And this is the only thing I'm telling you all. Stop listening to, don't even follow me. Yes, I'm Rebel. Yeah, this is Cherokee. Don't follow neither one of us. Go within yourself. Start respecting people. They don't want this to get out because a lot of them Negroes is out here telling y'all that y'all about to go get a check and eat strawberries, put a bottle of water on your head, and then all of a sudden your chakras gonna open. That's a lie. You got to get your life together. In order for you to go to the next realm, your life have to be together. Or you're going to be reincarnated when you die. And you see that bright sun, because I've been there. I understand exactly what they're talking about. You going back through that sun. This is what these creatures that he's talking about. You going right back through that sun. And what's going to happen is they're going to erase everything off. They're going to erase your whole fucking brain. So you ain't going to remember nothing. And they bringing your ass right back here. And you can come back as a dog. You can come back as a cat. You can come back as a roach. And then if you real diabolical, you're going to go to a realm that's lower than this realm. People need to tell the truth and stop lying. And see, these Masons, these Moors, these Eastern Stars, they have always been against us. If you see a prominent position, they're not going to give it to somebody like me and Cherokee. We didn't been there. We both educated. But they're not going to give us no position like that because we're not going to sit up there and we're not going to do anybody dirty. When you walk in the room, when you awaken and you walk in the room, don't you know they know who you are? Have you ever walked in the room and people have looked at you and they all together, and when you walk past, they laugh at you? You know why they laugh at you? Because you're not one of them. That's why they give you that laugh. And you think something is out of order. They know how we are because it didn't happen to me several times. Or they'll walk up on you and hate you for no reason because it's your aura. They know who they are and they always roll in groups. It's not that many of us. Stop doing your mama dirty. Stop cussing out your mama. Stop fighting your mama. Respect your father. This ain't no gender war either. Because a lot of women, they sit up here, we want to destroy all men. You're not going to do it. Nigga, you here with us. How you going? You don't have that type of authority. Have you did any healing for yourself? And some of these women they gave birth to a man but hate men. It's your choice of who you pick. Because also, not only do they eat you, they come up here and they screw you too. And then you give birth. I don't want to step on no toes, but I'm going to say this. Our children have never, I'm a 70s baby. We never saw slow people. Tim, you an 80s baby, right?
Yep.
Did you see a lot of slow people around when you was younger?
No, not at all.
We never, do you know, we'll be out playing basketball or baseball. We normally, back then, that's what baseball was in the 70s, late 70s. Do you know if a fat person walked past, we would drop everything and watch that Negro till he got off that damn block. And we be talking about that nigga sick. Because we didn't know. We had never saw that. This is why they wanted the 70 babies and 80 babies destroyed. Because they know we still know how it really went down. Remember when the bells would ring? That was the alignment of your chakras. They would ring on Sundays. They would ring at 12 p.m. Remember when that happened? Them churches you see, those are not churches. Those are energy centers. Your chakras is where it's at. Don't you know the doctor symbol? This symbol right here. When y'all think the chakras is nothing, let me show you something. It's just you can't describe it because you don't understand it. Hold on 1 second. Let me do it this way. Image. Hold on 1 second. This right here, that's the chakra. The serpent going up your spine. And now the doctors then taking control to suppress your chakras. You didn't put trust in these doctors and they have came to suppress your chakras because they don't, once you get to your crown chakra, they cannot touch you and they know it. They know. That's when you're going to begin. Once your chakras become open, that's when you're going to start your dreams. They be off. But once your chakras open up, them dreams going to open up and it's going to start showing you things. Then you're going to see a real angel. The angels, they show you, angels don't have no damn animal wings on them. That's not, they come just like you. And they gonna come to you and you ain't even gonna know they're angelic until the dream is over with. That's how angels ain't got, like when they had these t-shirts of their family members and put wings on the back of them. That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. And then they going up to the heavens. No, when a person died, their body is gone. But if they made it, their spirit going to live on. If they don't, they're going to be reincarnated right back here. Because your real diploma, everything that they do on this earth, it mimics the spiritual realm. And I say that because I didn't even know until about 5 years ago when I graduated in the spiritual realm. And they had I was in my 40s, I had just got my diploma. Your diploma that you get, that's why it seemed like you should be learning this, but then it's off because they don't teach you anything. They don't teach you nothing. But in your spiritual realm is where you get your diploma. And then you continuously graduate. That's why you see these Masons and these Eastern Stars, they think they something. And they take them. I'm going to say this one thing. And this got to do with the Mason, the Eastern Star, because I don't like them. So these was right here. The Eastern Stars is the women. My auntie was an Eastern Star. Me working in the healthcare field, a lot of these people that come and they be Masons and Eastern Stars, a lot of them get dementia. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying. The Bible says, I keep my people in their right mind. That's what it says. I'm telling you what it says. And even though it's allegory, when King James came and got that Bible, that was our stuff in that Bible. He just re-scripted so we wouldn't understand it. So we actually think Jonah really got caught up in the fish. and don't know that that's just dealing with your solar plex. You know, but these Masons, once they cross over, and that go for any celebrity, because you have to be a Mason or Eastern Star, or you got to be in some sorority or the Boule in order to go to Hollywood. Any of that, you have to be a basketball player, a football player. I don't know much about that because I don't watch them like that. But you have to be in an organization, either like a Mason or Eastern Star. You have to be in that. So once you get in that, it ain't no going back. It ain't no, oh, I want out. You're not getting out. But what happens is, once you get in that, you cannot do anything for your family. See, when these people get mad about their family not doing anything for them, their family can't do anything for them, because that is a rule. That's why you see a rich person and you see them, you see they got money, but still in all, their mama still living in the hood. Their sister still living in the hood. On the norm, that's how it be. But most of the time, unless you like hire up, because they gotta set the example. But most of these Masonic Eastern Star people, they don't have anything. They don't have nothing. And you didn't set up there, signed all them contracts, and now you stuck. Because once you turn your back on the universe, it's not no coming back. You're not coming back. Once you begin to sign them contracts and you think you're doing something, you're not coming back. You think you can dip over there. And every time somebody always say, you know, when they about to make it, when I make it, I'm coming back. And you notice they never come back. The reason why they never come back, because they can't come back. And then what they do is they take them to their little up underground or wherever they take them, and then they start putting spirits in them. So they'll never be the person who left before they had the money. They will never be that person again. They can't. Because they did all kind of voodoo and witchcraft on them. They will never be the same. You didn't lost your loved one. That's really what you have done. And y'all thinking y'all gonna get that same person back. Sometimes they can switch, but a lot of them, they be having all kind of demons in them. They would never be the same person. But everybody want fame. Tim, remember when that person came to us? He well known, and he came and started trying to friend request us. How many times did he friend request you?
About 7 times.
Yeah.
And then offer me some money.
Yeah, and I told you not to mess with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it ain't like nobody jealous of y'all. I just know what goes on. And when you get to the point where you deal with yourself from within, you don't care about their money. You can care less, because you know most of them, the people behind them got the money. They don't have the money. They have a talent. And once that talent is gone, then they're going to throw their ass back right where they came from. So Tim, one thing I want to talk about, when you said about the black and white people coming together and how they trying to damper it.
All right. I want to piggyback before I get to that about what you said about the money. I want everybody who's watching this to just picture this. It's paper. It's nothing but paper. They could just print it. So you got people that you thought that loved you, they will sell you out and get you killed over paper. People working these 9-to-5s like slaves over paper. People being manipulative, claiming that they spiritual and woke, saying let's do these classes for paper. It's not about paper, it's about energy. They're distracting you from unlocking your true self. And when you unlock your true self to find that path that people can't find, you can just manifest something like a donut and it will be boom right there. That's the true God within you. But they are afraid that when you do that, they're going to be afraid of you. Because according to universal law, they can't touch you. So what's going on now is black people and white people, they are calling these people out. Like I seen it today. These white people are calling out these no good white people, saying y'all gotta go. And then it was like a lot of these people in these schools, a lot of these people in these police departments, sheriff departments, they are pedophiles. They are pedophiles. Even people I went to high school with, these teachers in middle school having these children sucking their you know what. They are pedophiles. So what's going on? These melanated people and these non-melanated people are working together saying, y'all gotta go. If y'all ain't gonna do it, y'all need to get locked up or we finna handle it ourselves. So what's going on is peace is being restored on this earth and there's nothing they can do about it. Because it's an illusion. Race is an illusion. That's why no creatures came up and didn't care what the color of your skin was. And they treated everybody the same. So these Eastern stars, these Masons and all of them, they scare. So that is why they fixing to say, okay, they standing up to these judges. They don't care. They stand up to these policy officers. That's what these police officers are called, and don't even care. They have no fear in us because you got to remember, we was not created with fear. They put that on us through these churches, in these jobs, in these schools. If you fail to, if you don't do what we say as a student, you're gonna fail at life. And if you fail as a slave working these jobs, you going to jail. And if you fail as a proper Christian or whatever in these religions, you going to hell. But all of us, and that's good. It's good versus evil, and now we're figuring this out. And more and more of us each and every second is finding out the truth, and they are afraid.
Mm-hmm.
That is why they fixing to start. They said they getting too powerful. We have no choice but to destroy them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on. That's why on them tiles, the Masonic tiles that they be standing on, a lot of these people that make videos all day, every day, a lot of them are Shriners. And you got to be approximately, I might be wrong, but you got to be a master Freemason. But I guarantee that's what it is. You got to be a master Freemason in order to be a Shriner. And they claim that they are chosen one. And no, they are not. They're distracting you from unlocking your true self. That's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when it comes to the Epstein file, what you think about? I know all I know is they saying it everywhere. So I'm just saying, what do you think about the Epstein file?
It's a huge distraction. I made a video on this, I think a few weeks ago. I think it was last week. Think about this. Now these so-called states is passing a law saying pedophiles can be sentenced to death on death row. Okay, think about this. They making it look good with the average person. An average person that got a matrix mindset of 3D, they think it's good. Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. But you got to have that mindset. In order to defeat the enemy, you got to think like them. So why would they pass a law of that? And they're the ones doing it. The Epstein file, or that's just a distraction because the ones that you don't see are the ones doing it. So if they're gonna tell you that if you mess around with a child, you're gonna get sentenced to death. But the main ones doing it and eating these children, they can do it. Get out of here with that mess. But it's a distraction, people. Even ICE. I want to bring this up. Okay, ICE. That's a big distraction too. Okay, the universe told me this a few days ago, Friday. Okay, in order to go to war with some people, in order to catch people off guard, what do they have to do? They're gonna have to send agents to disguise themselves as one of us in order to see what can they do to attack.
Yeah.
So how do we know these people, these so-called officers that's for ICE, how we know they ain't no creatures that shapeshift that look like us? How we know it ain't them?
True.
People, you got to have that mindset in order to stay ahead of what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna leave because we've been on here for an hour. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Tim, you got anything else to say?
Only thing I got to say is find your true self. Nobody can do it for you because your calling is different from each and every one of ours. Nobody can do it for you. And if somebody say they're gonna charge you some money for it, you getting screwed over. Don't do it. Your calling is different. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and if you see them with a cash app up and all that foolishness, don't play into that. Don't play it because you're gonna have to spend money on yourself to get yourself together. Because see, they never told us about maintenance, how to take care of ourselves, to take care of our body. They never told us that. We're learning that now. So, like me, I've never came to y'all and said, well, my cash app up, send me some money. I've never done it. Because if I'm talking, that means that if I'm talking and I'm giving y'all information, that means that it's something that's egging me to do that. So why should I come to y'all and ask y'all? Even the content monetization on my page, I turned that junk off because they were trying to do is every 2 minutes they was putting commercials on my video, and what was happening is the people was not getting the message. This is not about money. This is about the message. That's what it's about. It's not about money. It's about the message. And you all got to understand that this shit is almost over with. The way we look at life was never supposed to be like this. We was invaded. That's why when they say left behind, I didn't understand that left behind. But left behind is basically you didn't make it. You didn't make it. And if you actually think anybody telling you to sit tight and they just going to hand you everything back and that's what it's going to be, they are lying to you. I swear they're lying. It is not going to happen that way. It is not. That's why you see all these vape shops. You see them all over the place. And guess who's in them? The Arabs. Everything that's detrimental to us, they inside of the stores. And but they told us to look at white people, but white people out here preaching just like I'm preaching, they out here preaching. And then if I show something and a white person is in it, people get mad at me. Black folks get mad at me. Are you the ones that's really prejudiced? I mean, I'm just saying, because if white people out here talking, just like you go to the shelter, you're not only gonna see black people, you're gonna see white people too, because they in them shelters too. How is it that we don't have a place to stay, but a foreigner can come over here and they can have a big ass mansion, but we have nothing? Because they have taken this over. And it's not no white folks. Because like y'all say, oh, white people 6,000 years old. Oh, they came over here. They was damn near went extinct in the 1800s. It happened in the 1500s. But it lasted on until after slavery. They were still fighting bubonic plague. Who told these Koreans, these Chinese people, who told them about our hair and what to sell in their store? It had to be melanated people. White people couldn't have done it. Because that unseen hand is darker than this hand. Why was the Pope kissing them Africans' feet? Explain that to me. I showed that video 3 years ago when I did the Tartarians. Why was he kissing their feet? You ever thought about that? Don't ever think that this is a white man's job. It's not. The white man bombed us. No, they didn't. That's not true at all. It was the Moors that bombed us. They came over here and bombed us and then told these white people, listen, what we'll do is y'all just going on ahead and act like y'all did it, and then we gonna go hide, because they couldn't fight us guerrilla style. And these same people, these same hidden hand people, they the same ones, they get direct contact from these alien type people that's running this. This government who's running this government is not our friend. No. Because you wouldn't treat, if they had any respect for us, they could never treat us like this. They could not do it. You work, now the average person is working 80 hours a week in order to pay their bills. The rent went from $900 to $2,000. You know why they did that? Because they know we waking up and they don't want to see you wake up. And then they want you to still try to live that lavish life. That's nothing but a lie. All that junk you buying, you can go right overseas and get it for $2 damn. Even them Air Jordans. And that's what I'm going to leave you all with. Go ahead, Tim.
I got one more thing to say. I'm glad that you brought that up. When I was a teenager, this Hindu guy, he was a friend of my father's, and he told me, he said, I'm going to tell you a secret. I want y'all to think about this. He said one person that comes from overseas get $500,000, 7 years tax free. So everything they have on gas stations, it goes straight into their pockets. That 6 year, They will bring another family member from over to their regular country over here, and they will put it right in their name. 7 more years tax free, and that's it. And then a family, one family gets $1 million, 7 years tax exempt, and then that 6th year they're gonna keep the cycle going. That's why when you drive and you see a Shell station, then a few years later you see Chevron. What
Mhm.
it is, their family member that came from India or whatever they came from took over that business that belongs to us. Think about that. And that is a true story of what's happening.
Mm.
I'm
You,
gonna leave it like that.
yeah, you have to. The only way you getting out of this, and you getting out of this alive, and you getting out of this where you can. You noticed him in that dream. The guy didn't attack you because your chakras was up. The only way you're going to get out of this is you raise your chakras. Other than that, you stuck. Stop letting them lie to you and get out of their jurisdiction. Authenticate your birth certificates. It costs you nothing. It costs you about $5. It costs you nothing. Okay? Authenticate your birth certificate. Get out of the jurisdiction and go record it. Sign the paperwork, do what you got to do, and record it. It'll cost you about $100 to record it. Get out of that jurisdiction also, because that's spiritual too.
Yes, it is.
That's spiritual too. But I love y'all, and I talk like this, and Cherokee talk like this because there's a lot of people out here and they fake as hell. They really, really is fake, and they're lying to y'all. No spaceship is coming to get y'all. They want y'all to sit here. They want y'all to sit here, and they want y'all to just not do nothing with your life and just sit there. So them things that Cherokee saw come up from out of that ground, gonna tell y'all a lie. It ain't nothing y'all gonna be able to do because it's gonna be too late. I told you what you should be doing. The solution. Opening your chakras. Treating people with respect. Stop doing underhanded shit. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. Stop looking at little girls. Stop doing foolish stuff that y'all do. Just said Jerk 5. I want to authenticate. All you gotta do is go to what you call this? What you call that, Tim? The epistle office.
Yeah,
Get
whatever state you. I'm sorry.
Go get a live birth. Your live birth with your mother's signature on it and your father's signature on it. Go to the epistle office. They'll tell you where it's at. You pay like about $2 or $3. Tell them that you want to get the birth certificate authenticated. And you use Taiwan, right?
On that one, that's on the federal level.
No, the state level too. She
Yeah,
told
the
me
state level. He ain't got to do Taiwan. That's the federal level. Just use his regular mailing address. He'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. It's real simple. It's not nothing that and do it. Once you do it on the state level, you do it on the federal level. It's a lot of videos out there. Matter of fact, go to Cherokee Facebook page, and he got many videos showing y'all how to do it. And can you pin the video up, Cherokee, so they can see the video?
Yeah, I got the state one. They took down my federal one, but I can, if I have time, I'm gonna try to do a federal one again for the new people that's trying to do it. It's not hard, but you got to do it at the Capitol. You can't do it at the city. You got to, like, for example, if you're from Alabama, the state capital of Alabama is Montgomery, so you got to do it at the Capitol. Don't do it in the city. You got to do it at the Capitol where Rebel said, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, because go ahead and get out of their jurisdiction, because that's very spiritual. If your mother then passed away, authenticate her death certificate. Authenticate anything that's a certificate authenticated. It costs you nothing but about $2 or $3. It costs you nothing. You don't have to pay nobody to show you how to authenticate. And somebody did a video talking about before you do you got to do your mother. No, you can do yourself. Don't listen. These people is foolish. When I tell you foolish, and then they be wanting to hook up and talk, and then but you ain't got no substance. You still talking foolish. How I got to the point where I'm at today. You gotta let go of everything these people taught you. Everything. Let it all go and start from scratch, because all of it is nothing but a lie. Even them pictures where Washington and James Monroe and all of them was black presidents up until Abraham Lincoln. Don't let these people lie to y'all. Y'all gotta study. It's nothing wrong with studying. And stop living beyond your means. Stop this little, it was a time, when you look at celebrities, they nothing but mannequins. They used to be the people that teaches us how to dress. Now we don't wear their stuff. You put somebody's name on your chest, you nothing but a banner. That's what you are. So I can talk for days, but anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go. And I know, a lot of people gonna be watching football, and it's all rigged too. But y'all enjoy yourself, and I love y'all, and y'all take it easy, okay? Cherokee, thank you, okay?
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.